please.
Ava Srijatha from U.S. Tamil Political Action. Sorry.
Ava Srijatha from U.S. Tamil Political Action Council. I'm wondering if you could tell us a little bit more about your experience with the consultation task force and whether or not you thought it was a credible procedure and what you think about the recommendations. I heard, and this is the first time I'm hearing it, that you think that the commissioners will be decided on by the Constitutional Council. And I heard your comment on that. How was this decided that they were going to be appointed by the Constitutional Council?
Thank you for the question. I would say the consultation process was not that neutral, because it was suddenly started and there was no any awareness on the victims, and the victims were not aware about the OM, about the consultation, whatever the consultation, what the TJ, and they are not aware about. But then as soon as the government requested to have a consultation, so there is no other way, I opted, and I was also part of the consultation process, and incidentally I was appointed as the zonal task force president in Mannar district, where I was when I was sitting in front of people and asking about the ideas, people were targeting on us. Oh, you are supporting the government, and what is going on now? Land grabbing is going, militarization is there, and intimidation is going on. Now you are going to have a consultation, and then again they asked the question, what are you going to do with the report? And we said we are going to give the report to the government, and what else? What is next? Then said we don't know. So that is there. That was the process. Anyway, we participated, and we have collected good number of in Mannar, a lot of people participated with the doubtful, and they were not totally convinced about that. But then no other way. So then they participated and they aired their grievances. But then we documented and we sent it to the consultation task force. I would say the report was quite okay, but then there is also minimal international participation, which is we are against. But then the victims, unanimously they said only the international or hybrid, and the majority of them should be internationals, not only the minimum. So that ideas were not taken by the consultative task force. But then there are other recommendations which we appreciated. And also it is in a way unexpectedly it came as a good report that we also need to insist on international result. And then the second questions would be the Constitutional Council, whereas the OMB, one of the paras says the Constitutional Council has the authority to appoint the OMB. But then we the Tamils are doubtful about the appointments by the Constitutional Council, because the majority of the Council members are the part of the government. So that's why we say and also we know that the government is recommending the army commanders to higher post. So for instance, Sarath Kondesa, Monseka and others, they are in the higher post now. So now suppose if the Constitutional Council recommends some of the people who the people who have already involved in violations rights, then it's questionable. So we are requesting the victims needs to recommend the commissioners, one of the at least 2/3 of the commissioners among 7, and also Human Rights Council, and some of the diaspora also need to be involved in recommending these things. That is our.
Have you considered coming up with a list of potential commissioners that you can recommend before they come up with their own list?
So far we have not come out with these commissioners, but our people have in mind, some of the people they are having in mind to whom to recommend. And also we also heard about the potential commissioners who are not happy. We are not happy with those potential commissioners who are going to be appointed in the OMB by the government. So these things are going on.
Manivanan from DGT. The OM, again I am coming on the Office of Missing Person. Is the Office of Missing Person has, because we can see from LLR that missing person has been investigated. So how many times you are going to investigate missing person? And also the Prime Minister himself has said that there is no missing person, everybody is dead or either gone abroad. So what is this office, as I am not sure, if you can tell me more about what the office is not going to do more than what Paragaba does, or what Mr. LLRC did, and then are they going to talk to the same people again and they are trying to just appease them like, oh, we are still finding. So what is this missing person? Why it is? Because the UN has asked them to do the Office of Missing Person. Are they doing that because of that, or anything solid? Do you think anything solid is going to come out of that? They will either list those enforced disappeared people and prosecute. So what if there is any possibility of prosecuting any army officers or anybody who has been, there are a lot of people who are given evidence that these people are the people which we handed over this thing. Are they going to investigate further? Does it have any teeth in this, or it's just a mechanism of just for Human Rights Council and its members to just have a sort of, oh, Sri Lanka is doing something?
I would say neither it does have teeth nor it has life. So in the sense, OMB, I would say it's because of the pressure they have started the OMB. Because of pressure in the international world, international community, the Sri Lankan government opted for the OMB, but the OMB, I would say there's no transparent, people are in the dark, and OMB has no any means for prosecutions, only I would say it's a collection of details, as the Paranagam, as the LLS.
They have already got the details. Why you want another more details?
Yeah.
From the same people.
Yeah. Again, it's going to victimize the victims. OMB is going to victimize the victims. That is our concern. So that's why the International World of Human Rights Commission and the members countries are now praising the government. Well, that's our question. Anybody can answer. So I would say there is any zero improvements in Sri Lanka. And land grabbing and militarization, disappearances, political prisoners, whatever it means. And OMB, I don't know, it's not going to yield justice. It's going to victimize again the victims, and it's going to be another failure commissions among those other commissions.
Okay, I just want to ask a question from Anand in regard to the missing. One of your husband is also one of the person who is missing. So what do you think about
missing.
Enforced disappeared or kana ponikapadu hand over pandinga. So I'm asking you, what is your thing about this OMB? Will it help you in any sense as a victim?
OMB அலுவலகத்தை நாங்கள் கேட்டுக்கொள்ளல. அது சர்வதேசத்தினுடைய ஆலோசனையும் இலங்கை அரசாங்கத்தினுடைய ஆலோசனையுமாகத்தான் அந்த காணாமல் போனோர் அலுவலகம் தோற்றுவிக்க வேண்டும் என்ற எண்ணப்பாடு. கடந்த காலத்தில் இந்த ஆட்சி மாற்றத்திற்கு முன்னர் சிங்கள மனித உரிமை அமைப்புகள் இந்த ஆட்சி மாற்றம் வேண்டும் என்பதற்காக எங்களை பயன்படுத்தி கொண்டு பல வேலை திட்டங்களை நகர்த்தி இருந்தார்கள். ஆனால் இப்பொழுது அவர்கள் இலங்கை அரசாங்கத்தை பாதுகாக்கின்ற செயற்பாடுகளில் இந்த அமைப்புகள் எல்லாம் ஈடுபட்டு இந்த அமைப்புகள் தான் இப்பொழுது 2 வருட கால நீடிப்பை கோரியிருக்கின்றார்கள். இந்த 2 வருட கால நீடிப்பை பாதிக்கப்பட்ட தரப்பு நாங்கள் இருக்கும்போது பாதிப்பை ஏற்படுத்தியவர்கள் தான் அந்த கால நீடிப்பை கோரியிருக்கின்றார்கள். இந்த காணாமல் போனவர்கள் அலுவலகம் என்பது கொழும்பில் நிறுவுவது தொடர்பாக நாங்கள் எங்களுடைய அதிர்ச்சியை தெரிவித்திருந்தோம். ஆனால் எங்கள் மீதும் சர்வதேசம் சில ஒரு அழுத்தங்களை பிரயோகித்திருந்தது. நீங்கள் இந்த அலுவலகத்தில் காணாமல் போனோர் அலுவலகத்துக்கு நீங்கள் ஆதரவு கொடுங்கள், அதை ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளுங்கள் என்ற மாதிரியான ஒரு எண்ணப்பாடு எங்கள் மீது திணிக்கப்பட்டிருந்தது. ஆனால் நாங்கள் அதனை வரவேற்கவில்லை. ஆனால் நாங்கள் எல்லாவற்றிலும் முரண்பட்டு விட்டு நாங்கள் சொன்ன சிலவற்றை நீங்கள் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ளாதபடியாத்தான் இதில் சில சாதகமான பலன்கள் உருவாகவில்லை என்று இந்த அடுத்த இந்த சர்வதேச நாடுகள் தெரிவிக்கும் என்ற காரணத்தினால் நாங்கள் அதனை ஏற்றுக்கொண்டிருந்தோம். காரணம், இந்த காணாமல் போனவர்கள் தொடர்பான விவரங்களை மட்டும் இவர்கள் கையாள முடியுமே ஒழி, அது முக்கியமான நோக்கம் இல்லையா இலங்கை அரசாங்கத்தின் நோக்கம். இலங்கை இராணுவத்தினர் காணாமல் போயிருக்கின்றார்கள் என்ற தகவல்களை சேகரிப்பதற்கும் அவர்களுக்கான நட்டகடை வழங்குவதற்கும் உருவாக்கப்பட்டதாகத்தான் எங்களுடைய வடக்கு கிழக்கு மக்கள் உணர்கின்றார்கள். எனவே இந்த காணாமல் போனோர் அலுவலகம் தொடர்பாக நாங்கள் கூற வேண்டும். இதில் இந்த காணாமல் போன விடயங்களை கையாள்வதற்கு கடந்த செம்மணியில் 600க்கும் மேற்பட்டவர்களை புதைத்த சந்திரிகா அம்மையார் தான் இதில் ஒரு முக்கியமான வகிபாகத்தை மேற்கொண்டிருக்கின்றார். எனவே யார் எண்ணத்துக்கு தலைமை தாங்குவது என்ற விவஸ்தை கூட அந்த மண்ணிலும் இல்லை. அதனை இந்த சர்வதேசமும் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள தயாராக இல்லை.
The office of the missing persons, the Tamils expect the office should be in the Tamil area, not in Colombo. And also, it is not their wishes to have the office of the missing persons. And finally, why they want to have it in Colombo? Probably to please the Sinhalese population, because there are quite a number of army people were missing during the war. So they are just such a way they have manipulated these office of missing persons to compensate to the Sinhalese armies, families. And we are not really happy about it. The Tamils are not really happy about it. And again, Father Sermal has said, if the Prime Minister is saying that the missing persons are dead or they have gone abroad, what is the purpose of having an office of missing persons?